Hello my friends. Well, this video is going to be kind of a mishmash of various topics. I'm going to show you what's going on with my water pump and a few other things. So here's what's happening with my water. Installed this pump the other day, got it from Amazon, and it's a solar circulation pump, which is beneficial in that it uses, it's pretty low amps, but more importantly to me is that it's not loud. You hear some of these pumps and they're like, meh, and they're just like so loud that they, it just will blow your stealth if that's important to you. So I got that all hooked in there. I got this food grade PVC hose, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure that the pump was not submerged. I know that part of the issue I'm having is I won't submerge my pump, and yeah, so here's the switch I installed, and when I turn it on, no water will come out. Now if I'm wrong now, that's going to make a mess, so let's see if I'm wrong. See, no water comes out. So what I find I have to do is I have to siphon it out, put my mouth on the end of this, suck some water into the tube, and then turn the switch, and then I can fill my 4-liter container, which I just drink out of. So what I want to do, ideally, is somehow figure out how I can get water staying in this tube, which means I need suction. And I thought maybe there's some kind of tap that I could attach to this that will, when closed, will provide enough suction to keep the water in the tube. Alternatively, what I could do is I could just use some vice grips, just pinch the end of this tube, but maybe put like some rubber around the vice grips, whatever, so it'll give it a nice good seal. I don't know. Just a thought. It's working the way it is, but it's not really what I wanted. I wanted it so when I don't have to fiddle around with siphoning it and all that stuff all the time. So that's the way she be. I also could get what they call a non-priming pump, which means that, actually I don't really know what it means. I think it means that the pump is so powerful that it's going to suck the water out, no problem. Self-priming or something, whatever they call it. So that's the situation with the water. It's working now, but ideally I'd love to figure out, I could buy another pump, but that'd be another 30 or 40 bucks. Something else that's interesting is I bought all these little tiny magnets like this, but you can see this gray stuff on the end. Oopsie, where did it go? It's stuck to the other one. See, this gray stuff on the end is epoxy, and I think what happened was I glued it onto this side and I was hoping it would stay closed, but the problem is I think I didn't mix the epoxy right, because you have the hardener and then the glue itself, and I think I got the ratio wrong, so now my thing won't stay closed. However, this one does stay closed. Hey, my children, hello. I'm gonna see them later today. So this one is on there. I know it doesn't look the greatest, but it's closed, no one's gonna notice. So that's how that works. And yes, I have to repaint all this jibber jabber. So that's one of the things I have to do. So this is what I continue to do for my toilet. I've got this beautiful toilet cover that I cut the hole out of, and I actually sewed the edge so it won't fray. If I can see that. I guess you can't. Well, you can see the black thread there a little bit. I sewed it in effort that it won't fray when I put it in the washer, because I can wash this and keep it all ticky-poo. So what my goal was to have it under here, and I do keep it under there, but only when company comes over. Like if I have friends over or whatever, or if I'm going to do a van tour, I'll stick it under there. But I find it convenient to have it out here, and then I can just hop off the bed and onto the toilet pretty easily. But one thing is I needed to provide some distance between this edge of this thing and the toilet seat, because my butt was scraping into this corner when I was sitting down, and a couple bad experiences of that, and I was like, boy, I better fix that quick. So I put my extra blanket in a bag and I just bungeed it in, and there you go. Bob's your uncle. So currently it's 21.4 Celsius and 55% humidity. It's nice, and I don't have to have my heat on. It's just a beautiful day outside today. This is what I did with my water situation. I just built this little box, and instead of always having to fill a cup of water out of my pump behind there, I just drink it right out of this. It's not as sanitary because I don't wash this very often, but I've been doing it that way for about a year now and I haven't got sick yet, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Napkins. This is another light I have to install. I got this idea from Chuck, actually. Chuck, if you're watching this, thanks for the idea. I haven't installed it yet, obviously. It's a little LED. I'm gonna stick it up here and then have another source of light. I'm always tinkering with the lights because light is it's a thing that really affects the quality of your environment. So I got this 15, is it 15? I don't know how many LEDs it in. It's a lot. Actually, it's more than 15. Maybe it's 60. I can't remember. So I got that light strip up there. And that just turns on by hitting this. And bammo. And you can dim it by touching the thing. Now it's not working, of course. There it goes. And I can turn it back on. So you hit this, so you keep your finger on that, touch that, and the light will dim. So when I use the dimmer, that allows me to be energy conscious if I want to conserve electricity, and make sure that I have enough power for my fridge, which I reviewed in the previous video. Oh, it just went on. So this area is kind of a mess. My apologies. My old cell phone battery. Sunflower seeds. I was gonna make a little drawer here, but I just put a ledge and I'll just keep it in there. And I'm just gonna have to keep on this better. I have seasonal allergies, so I need to have something to blow my nose in. Allergic to pollen. And this is my little USB thing I have here, which controls my speakers. These little things here. And then I got this one, doesn't have anything, and this one's connected to the light, which is right there. And then this one is charging my my battery, my extra battery here. These are very, very handy to have if you're a van dweller. So really the only one I really need is the one for the speakers, just to have the switch on. But it actually has a switch on the speaker itself. If I push this button in, see, it went on, off, on. So really I could even just kind of control it by this, so you don't really need this fancy USB hub, but oh well, it is what it is. Anyways guys, just a few updates for you here. I've really been not working very much on the van lately. There's just a lot of little small projects, and to be honest, I'm really sick of building vans. So this is my fourth one in 3 years, and I'm just not motivated to do it, to be honest. So I'm not. And like trying to get involved more in music and be more social and stuff like that. So, and working and all of the rest of the stuff that happens in my life. So, you know, it's not a big deal. Put some paint here, fix this thing there. That'll happen when it happens. There's lots of things to do, but they're all really small and none of them really impacts my quality of life. It's not like I have to have something, otherwise I'm in deep trouble or anything. So by the end of the summer, maybe it'll be finished. We'll see. Thanks for watching, and be well, my friends.